On July 7, 2016, one of the deadliest police shootings took place in U.S. history in Dallas, Texas. Micah Johnson was on a mission that day, suffering from PTSD, anxiety, and sleepless nights from a tour in Afghanistan, coupled with anger stemming from the recent shootings of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. A protest was organized in Dallas by the Next Generation Action Network in response to the Castile and Sterling shootings. Around 800 protesters were involved, and around 100 police officers were assigned to monitor the event. 3 officers were killed in the initial gunfire, while at least 3 others and a civilian were injured. 11 officers fired back, but they weren't sure where the shots were coming from. Sergeant Larry Gordon negotiated for hours with Johnson once they had him cornered, but to no avail. Johnson only wanted to speak with black officers and taunted the sergeant that he wanted to take out more people. The Dallas PD had no other choice but to use a robotic explosive device to take Johnson out. He was too heavily armed. In all, 5 police officers were killed. 9 officers and 2 civilians were wounded. DPD Senior Corporal Lorne Aarons, 48, who had been with the department 13 years and formerly served with Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department for 10 years. DPD Officer Michael Kroll, 40, who had been with the department 12 years. DPD Sergeant Michael Smith, 55, a former Army Ranger who had been with the department 26 years. Dart Officer Brent Thompson, 43, a former Marine who had been with the department for 8 years. Thompson was the first Dart officer to be killed in the line of duty since the department's inception in 1989. DPD Officer Patricio Patrick Zamarripa, 32, a former Navy sailor and Iraq War veteran who had been with the department for 5 years. Cuba Gooding Jr. was a huge fan of Officer Zamarripa and cried when he found out Zamarripa had been killed in the line of duty. Never forget. Honor the fallen. Feathers appear when angels are near.